I'm Lieutenant Johnson. I'm the OC Commando Training Team at 29 Commando Regiment Royal Artillery. So my role often incorporates planning future courses for future Commando Suitability Tests, pre-Commando training packages, providing that link to the All Arms Commando course training team at Livingston, and the wider link to HQCF J7 Cell and the regimental headquarters of 29 Commando. So we have a Defence Connect page published, which is updated regularly with dates of all our courses when they're running, with a simple performer that allows you to apply for any of the Commando Suitability Tests. A Commando Suitability Test pass earns you a space on the following pre-Commando training package, which starts the week after, and then a continued success leads to the All Arms Commando course following that. 29 Commando Regiment is by nature a joint unit. We now call ourselves the Commando Fires Regiment. We're not necessarily all Commando gunners. Less than 2/3 of the regiment are Royal Artillery cap badge. So the original commandos formed in the 1940s were from all cap badges. That's a legacy thing, but people from those backgrounds provide specialist knowledge in a wide variety of areas. But to serve in the UK Commando Force, they must all be commando trained as well. So we provide that training for them to serve in that unit. Individual resourcefulness is really important. I think owning their own training is really important. If you want to go and do something different and something special compared to what some of their peers might be doing in their main cap badge unit, they need to go and train in their own time, need to invest in their own training, need to ask questions. We want to help people pass. We're not here to select people out, we're here to train them into our organisation as best as possible.
I'm Sergeant Speakman. I'm the Troop Sergeant on the Commando Training Team in 29 Commando Royal Artillery. The day-to-day running, or as the Troop Sergeant, I look after the training team itself. I ensure that all training objectives are hit on the actual PCPT itself and the CST. I organise all the training areas, vehicles, ammunition, and it's just a general day-to-day running of the training team. The Commando Suitability Test is a 4-day package. On the first day then, moves into a Royal Marines Basic Fitness Test. It consists of a 1.5 mile booted or squatted run, followed by a 1.5 mile best effort. In the afternoon then, it moves into a map reading test at map 5 standard, and then a military knowledge test. On day 2, we'll move into a swim test, and then followed by a good introduction into the bottom field or assault course, followed by an introduction to a 30-foot rope. Moving on then, onto the last day is simply a 4-mile squatted with 25 kg, followed by a 20 kg, 2K best effort. First and foremost, we look for a highly professional, motivated individual who actually wants to be here, who isn't here for the wrong reason, who's here for the right reasons. What do I mean by that? We want someone who I can rely on when things get a little bit tough. The individual that we're looking for needs to be adaptable to any given situation. Why is that? Some of the environments that we're working in, it could be the Arctic, jungle, and desert. The partner forces or allied forces that you potentially be working with are also looking for like-minded, strong individuals that can go forward and do the job. We look for individuals who can be comfortable in the uncomfortable.
I am Staff Sergeant John Bremner, and I'm in the Royal Army Physical Training Corps. My job is the SSI PD, so I am responsible for all PT, Sport and AT within 29 Commando Regiment Royal Artillery, and I'm also OIC, PT and PD on the Commando Training Team. Your output, whether you're coming from your Phase 2 training establishment or whether you're coming from a unit, is an IFTS. The initial analysis that I've had is that bridging the gap from the RFTS, okay, and what is expected for a commando trained soldier is a sheer wall, a vertical wall. So you come to us, you do the Commando Suitability Test, you pass that. You do the PCPT, you know, for 5 weeks. Okay, once you've done that, you then do a pre-commando physical assessment day. Once you pass that pre-commando physical assessment day at Livingston, CTC, okay, you then push forward onto Arms Commando course. Now, we can train you up to the 2 or 3 weeks into the course, and that's what this course is designed to do, is trying to get you to that point and then Livingston take over. However, there's a sense of accountability, and do not just rely on this course. If you know that you're coming on this course, you need to physically prepare yourself and mentally prepare yourself for what is coming forward. We like to look internally, and we also like to see people pass. You always go back to that self-help piece. You know, if anyone wants to come and do this course, it's definitely a self-help course, and there's a sense of accountability. It can't just think they see that dagger in the high ground, okay, and then they forget to see the low ground in between. It's not an easy course. It's not a, you're going to pass this course. You need to want it. Once this Commando Suitability Test is done, okay, so it's an RMBFT, which is a mile and a half by mile and a half. Okay, you do the 4 mile by 2K best effort, you do the swim test, okay, and you do the navigational test. Once this week's out the way, we've got to teach you how to climb a 30-foot rope correctly with weight. We've got to put you on the bottom field, which is essentially an obstacle course and steroids. You know, we've got to get as much mileage in as we can, which is specific to the All Arms Commando course, okay? We've got to get you out doing the navigation, again, where everything's time on the feet, and we are in such under time constraints. It's really important you hit that bridge between wherever you're leaving your unit or the ADC to where we are at now, right? It is down to you, it's the individual, to make sure you're in the best possible place to pass this course. All we can do as a training team is facilitate, okay, that it is a pass or fail. So I would argue that it's 90% mind, 10% PT.